All right, now we're going to go to episode 12, Comparative. What is it, Comparative Religion? Yeah, Comparative Religion. First of all, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas?
Yep.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
What can go wrong? We're back.
We're back with more community.
With more community. First of all, happy holidays.
Happy, merry, happy holiday. It be a day of which the holly merry celebrate.
Good?
We got it.
Right. So let's talk about Community Season 1, Episode 12, Comparative Religions.
Nice.
What can go wrong?
Nothing. Because everybody always gets along. Everyone's very happy, and nobody ever has differing opinions when it comes to religion. It's true.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost winter break. It's not actually.
Yeah, it's like, the last, the last day before the semester ends.
And as we can tell by the dean, he's pretty much like trying to just like be as the dean always tries to be as inclusive as possible, but not doing it properly.
Right. In a way that's weird.
Time to visit our loved ones. Some of you will travel as far as 3 miles. Don't forget to visit. Whoa! What's that sound? Is that the tippy tapping of secular boots on the roof? Rumor has it that non-denominational Mr. Winter is on his way to the student lounge.
Also, we get the dean in a costume. Maybe hopefully we'll never see that again, or we will. Who knows? But what is he? The Winter, like Mr. Winter.
Yeah, the most. Yeah, again, like the vaguest notion of a.
Also, the human being's back.
I did appreciate when I see the human being.
Right, but like I guess like the big thing with me is like it's just like his inclusivity is basically saying like we can't really do any holiday, which isn't how inclusivity works. It's just like, hey, maybe with your Christmas tree you have a menorah,
right,
or a kinara. Who knows?
True. But usually
it's like the Christmas.
The very good. I'm proud of you. So the Christmas tree is very big, and then the menorah is like very tiny in the corner.
Menorahs aren't that big. Have you seen it? Like I don't know if you've seen a menorah in my house. Like they're not.
Hey, I've seen a giant menorah before.
No, you've seen a giant menorah, but like a normal menorah.
The normal ones, yeah.
They're very like. I know I've got like several somewhere in the house, but they're not that big. Like, or I get the ones that are like lit. I
mean, they're 4 normal sized candles, so like it makes sense.
Right. And I was about to say Ramadan, but I know Ramadan does not take place around the holidays.
No, Ramadan actually just started. I think yesterday.
Oh, happy Ramadan!
Happy Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak. I think I said that right.
Good job.
I really butchered that.
I think it's the fact that like
by the time this comes out, it's probably going to be Eid. So
Either way. I think it's because like when I was a kid and we had like the holiday concert, we had a song for Ramadan during.
Really?
Because I think they would have been more inclusive, but I guess nobody was paying attention.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting.
Right.
We didn't.
We did not. We tried to be inclusive. There was like, don't worry, there was about like 10 Christmas songs. There were 2 Hanukkah songs, 1 Kwanzaa song, and then 1 Ramadan song, even though Ramadan.
We had like 1 Hanukkah song every other year.
Most of our Hanukkah songs are about dreidels.
Yeah.
Because we can't sing the Adam Sandler Hanukkah song. The best Hanukkah song.
Which, yes. But if...
also, technically, dreidel is promoting gambling. If you play...
That's true.
Although it's funny, I was with I don't know if we can keep this in, but with my little cousins, apparently, like, they found a dreidel game that's basically like Trouble.
Oh, okay.
But with a dreidel. It's really weird.
That's interesting.
Anyway, community.
Sick of the dean jamming his PC that's down my throat.
Pierce, I'd like to commend you for letting that one go.
PC, this. Now I get it. Sounds like penis. I just got into it.
What? Because you're like my new family.
Aww.
WBJD?
This stands for What Would Billy Joel Do? I'll tell you right now, he'd write another crappy song.
Yeah, in your face, Billy Joel.
It stands for What Would Baby Jesus Do? And it's to remind us that the real meaning of this season is Christmas.
Oh, I thought it was capitalism.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shirley. I'm gonna put that in the pocket closest to my heart.
But Shirley's kind of upset about all this PC-ness.
Right.
Which we'll get more into.
Yes.
But she also makes everybody bracelets that say WWB. What is it?
WWBJD.
WWBJD.
What would baby Jesus do? It is the reason for the season. It's not just
capitalism.
It's not just the big Jesus, but it's little baby Jesus. That's who we're talking about. Yes, but it's also capitalism. The reason for the season is capitalism.
Right.
Yes, and just the lifting of pagan traditions and adapting them to Christian mythos. So, fun.
Because should somebody tell Shirley that technically Jesus' birthday is like in the spring?
Right. That like if we like look at things how it was like written about. It's like that's actually probably likely the spring, just based on things that they were saying. But like
walking through the desert on the cusp of birth.
Yeah.
Like that one, the what was it, the last Nativity movie that came out?
Oh yeah.
What was that called?
God, what was the last one?
But then I know there was one in like early 2000s that the director of Twilight, I think it was
There was
Catherine Hart.
There was one.
Oscar Isaac is in
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna say that. That was what I was getting to. Oscar
That
Isaac
one!
played Joseph. Yeah, Oscar
Which
Isaac played
like,
Joseph.
which like I don't want to watch that movie, but we are also Oscar Isaac fans.
Just turn on.
So
it.
like we have to.
We are Oscar Isaac fans. It's true.
We
I
have
love
to.
that
We
man.
might
We
have to
gotta
wa-
do it.
We kind of have to.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I think we've mentioned that before, but like Stan Oscar Isaac.
We love Oscar. No Oscar Isaac slander in this house.
That's true.
Anyway,
Although we haven't watched what's the new show, Moon Knight, whatever.
Moon Knight just came out. They're doing it. It's a week by week though. So
I'm by I'll wait till it's over.
yeah, it's the same.
Anyway, Community.
Community.
No, sidebar, real quick. Also, I think there's a miniseries about the nativity scene with Tatiana Maslany as Mary.
Oh,
I don't know where we can watch it, but I've seen that clip.
interesting.
I'll look up first. So like, again, Oscar Isaac isn't white, but and again, white people.
I love how they just get Oscar Isaac to keep playing Jewish people. Like,
What else is he Jewish
he's
in?
Guatemalan. Well, in the character of Moon Knight is supposed to be Jewish.
Oh,
So,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
But also, I don't. I mean, it's Oscar Isaac.
I haven't seen a single person get mad about that. They're all like, but it's Oscar Isaac, so we'll take him.
It's fine.
Community.
Hey! Hey! You took all the winter doodles.
They're for my friends, but there's a lot of other cookies left.
No, there's only macadamia nut cookies here, okay?
Okay, I have a tree nut allergy, and you should probably stay away from Christmas tree-shaped cookies.
Ha ha! That did not even make allergic sense. What are you, an idiot?
Rude.
Okay, we get it.
Give me a winter doodle.
If you're trying to be menacing, maybe don't call the cookie by its name.
Knock, knock. My fist up your balls.
Who's there?
Merry happy!
This ain't over. There will always be a Dean around. All right?
Team makes worse now, isn't it?
Still waiting on those cookies, eh, bud?
So we're still in the cafeteria, and we're like, so Shirley's giving out these bracelets, and like she's doing this thing where she just like guilts everybody into.
She's got that. She's very heavy on like the mom guilt, the Christian mom guilt.
Right.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, I was eating cookies for everybody, and then like a bully comes up, and he's like upset with Abed for taking all the winter doodles.
Not the winter doodles. This
And
means war.
it does
clearly.
mean war. He's very aggressive because of life. I don't have a good reference, so. But then Jeff comes in and is kind of trying to like defend Abed,
Yeah.
and then the bully gets more aggressive. And it's kind of just like,
Yeah.
and then that kind of thing. I forget the full lines, but then Jeff like doesn't want to fight, so he's kind of just like, no, it's fine.
Right.
And then
There's
we
no need to fight.
and then we move on. I think so then we go to the study room, and I was really happy that Jeff stood up for him.
Yeah, he thinks it's cool. He does compare it to some media.
Jeff protected my honor. It was like my bodyguard, but I was the kid from Meatballs. Jeff was the guy from Full Metal Jacket, and the mustache guy was the brother of the guy in Entourage.
Why didn't you rap that guy in the face? For the same reason that I floss, have a bad frame, and keep my guitar in its case. I'm over 23.
I'm proud of you handling it peacefully, Jeff. Like a certain little birthday boy. Real men.
Just somebody tell her when
turn
Jesus'
the other
birthday actually
cheek.
was.
Like you.
Nonsense. Men were wired to fight each other so that women could choose the right mate.
No, the real reason men fight is to release their pent-up gayness.
That guy wasn't gay. He had a mustache. You know what I have? Finals. Are we cramming for Spanish or not?
Why didn't you do the extra credit assignments if you knew that you were...
Because doing more than the minimum work is my definition of
There's like meatballs in there and like the bodyguard.
Full Metal Jacket, I think he says.
Oh, why didn't they do like a bodyguard reference and like have Jeff carry Abed, and then I will always love. Probably gonna get the rights to it. But meanwhile, so we should also this is the last. So it's like last day for finals. So Jeff is studying for the Spanish final.
Yes.
So basically, after today, they go to.
And he's skirting by, so he needs to pass this or else he's gonna fail.
Yeah, so it's like as mentioned, it's technically not. Well, as we'll surely say, it's not Christmas yet.
Yes.
So
Are you all coming to my Christmas party right after the final, or are you stopping home to change into your Christmas outfits?
I guess I could wear one of my Hanukkah sweaters.
Annie, I didn't know you weren't, Christian.
One might even say I'm Jewish.
Oh, that's good for you.
She's
That's
clutching her
wonderful.
pearls.
I respect all religions of the world.
I'm Muslim. Jehovah's Witness.
Atheist.
The Lord is testing me.
This is a subject that breeds conflict. Can we please do
What
a
religion are you, Jeff?
I'm agnostic.
Agnostic. Lazy man's atheist. I'm born again.
Oh.
I'm now a level 5 laser lotus in my Buddhist community.
That does not sound like Buddhism. Are you sure you're not in a cult?
Just by asking me that question, you put me back down to a level 4. You
Oh,
now
no!
owe me 2,000 energon cubes.
Do you know how foolish you sound right now? What else do you believe in? Blood transfusions?
Jehovah's Witnesses are a type of Christian, right, Troy?
Yeah, but we don't celebrate birthdays or Christmas, and we can't drink. But it helps.
So you're like a Muslim? Assalamu alaikum.
Shamalama ding dong.
Wow. Don't we have a diverse led the wise men to the savior of all mankind? And you guys can bring a little trinket or doodad from your philosophies. Sounds good?
As an agnostic, I'm gonna bring my winning smile.
So like most Christmases, it's gonna end fine.
Yeah.
But she wants to have a Christmas party for like her new family because of like her life.
Her life's kind of a mess.
So she's kind of been like decorating, and she says like, "Oh, like, are you guys gonna go home before and put on your Christmas sweaters and that kind of thing?" And then this is where Cailin shocker.
Yeah.
Not everybody's Christian.
Whoa. That's not how I was raised to believe.
Anyway, but Shirley's a bit upset.
Yes.
And like in like a way that's like a bit not, I don't know if like offensive is the right word, but kind of just like naive.
Yes. Yeah. Naive is a good word, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't think of another one.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
Right. So Annie is Jewish. Troy's Jehovah's Witness. Abed's Muslim. Britta's an atheist. Jeff is agnostic.
Yes.
Pierce is a born again Buddhist.
He's in a cult.
Is he?
He's in a cult.
Well, technically,
He's like a level.
it's
5.
a reformed neo-Buddhist.
Reformed neo-Buddhist.
Right. Which is a religion that was practiced by its like whole family and mixes science fiction themes and a few orthodox traditions in the belief system.
Okay.
So probably like nothing.
Yeah.
There's other stuff that they talk about with it, but I don't want to spoil. That's kind of spoilery.
Yeah. He did mention something about lasers.
But first you get rebirth in the ceremony, which includes submersion in water. The members are then divided into separate communities called hives. A promotion system that is used to rank each member with numbers corresponding to a level that they've attained so far. And they get promoted to the next level. Yes?
Is this a reference to psychology?
We don't want to get sued! Damn it! Do you want to get sued?
No, I don't.
We have the money.
Okay. Tom Cruise is my favorite actor. Bam, I fixed it. We were good now.
It'd be funny if he like bleeps it out.
That would be really
I don't know if we're big enough though to get sued.
no one would care.
That's true. But you know, that's Pierce.
Yep. Okay. Pierce is in a cult.
And he's a born again Buddhist.
He's born again neo. Great.
I was like really happy that there was a wiki page for the religion.
Yeah, I'm like watching you scroll through it. I'm like, oh my god, there's so much information here.
So thank you, community fandom. You're the best.
Community fandom is pretty legit. So
right.
Shout out.
But I think, but also Shirley's like really upset that like not everybody is like this, and we also have like conversations about religion.
Yeah.
Like we learn a bit about like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
I think like this might be a bit true, but I think most of the actors' religions are like their actual like they put in that. Like I know that Donald Glover was raised a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh yeah. Have you ever met someone a Jehovah's Witness?
Nope.
I think I did yesterday.
Oh,
fun fact.
How did that go?
It was interesting. It was work related. So I won't get into that. But I thought they were joking with me at first, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're serious. So I don't mean to be offensive, but like that was very surprising. I do know people who were raised as Jehovah's Witnesses and now are no longer.
Right.
So yeah.
But later on, so then we cut to the Spanish final.
Navidad.
Bye.
True or falso or none of the above? That doesn't make any sense. When'd you get going, Chuck Norris?
Did you just shoo me?
Why don't you just kiss him already?
I will shoo your nose down your throat.
Senior Chang, can you do something about this?
I'll allow it. ¿Qué pasa here? Huh? It's usted, dude. Even I know that.
It's on.
He's doing this for me. He's my bodyguard.
You want to dance?
Maybe to some show tunes?
No, I want to beat the crap out of you, and I'm going to enjoy it because you're just like this school.
I don't get it.
3 o'clock, bike rack, but not the one by the parking lot.
Right. The one by the trash cans near the orange cones where they're building the wheelchair ramp.
Best exam ever.
And Jeff's like not doing great, but then also the bully comes back. I think his name's Mike, and he's like, "Look, loser taking a test."
I like the part where he corrects his Spanish. That was very funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, it's usted. Even I knew that, and I was like, it's true. It is usted.
And then they agree to a fight.
Yes.
And I will say this, like, I know, like I said, like, one of my pet peeve plot points is, like, love potions. But my other pet peeve plot point is, like, adults being bullies.
Okay, yeah.
Like, in that sense of, like, acting like they're 12, and I'm like, aren't we adults? Like, they did that in Friends once, and I got so annoyed. I'm just like, these guys came in early.
Because it's just kind of a cheap way to move a plot along.
It's really dumb. This, however, is, like, incredibly over the top. So I'm kind of okay with it. Like, they know what they're doing, and they know it's stupid.
Right, it's aware and self-referential in the way that makes it very funny.
Right.
We're like we know it's ridiculous, and that's why we're going to play it up.
Right. So then in the cafeteria, Jeff discusses with the guys the impending fight, and also says he's never been in a fight.
So help me if that jerkweed made me fail.
Well, I ace it, amigo. That means cousin.
So what's my role going to be in the fight?
Whatever you do, don't tell Shirley about the fight. She'll start with all her mothery, guilt-inducing powers. You know what I mean?
No, I'm wearing this Jesus bracelet because it gets me chicks.
I know guys like this, Mike. Used to be a nerd, now he's a meathead. Dangerous combo. Tyson, Lou Ferrigno, Rosie O'Donnell.
You've never been in a fight?
Technically, no. I guess I'm too charming and likable. Call me a name.
I can't.
Are you telling me you've never been punched in the face?
No, thank God. This is the moneymaker.
First time I got punched in the face, I was like, oh no! But then I was like, this is a story.
Yeah.
And a good one.
Yeah.
Man should
very
be
good.
punched in the face. It's a rite of passage. In my day, Friday night was smoke a doobie, feel up a gal, and then get your teeth knocked out by a Republican.
Guys, the plan here isn't for me to get hit.
I know a few moves. Troy, I assume you're handy with a switchblade. Abed, you get back to the family tent. Try to find a chicken for Jeff to chase.
Guys, I appreciate
See you at 3, forehead. Give me a snowman, dork. See this funny guy? Huh? Huh?
Classic Rosie.
That's fine.
Lessons in a half an hour.
Does that actually work?
Good plan.
I don't think staples are that. So.
Yeah.
And Pierce is like, what? That's like a state of manly. That's like how you become a man.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, he would smoke a doobie, feel up a girl, and get into a fight with a Republican.
It's true.
So then the guys are like, oh, we should probably teach Jeff how to fight before the fight.
Yeah.
And then also, I love the thing with the bully where he gets like a paper snowman and staples it.
To prove that he's tough, he staples a paper snowman
Does
to
that,
his
does
head.
that work, actually? Can you, like, staple?
I
Like,
don't-
staples are not very...
I've never wanted to try it, so I
Neither
couldn't
have
tell
I,
you.
but, like, also, like, I don't think staples are very, like...
Sure.
I don't think they're that sharp enough to, like, pierce... I know they hurt, like, when you poke yourself,
Yeah.
but, like, I don't think they can
I
pierce.
think with enough pressure, if with enough pressure, you can puncture anything with anything.
Don't think about it?
Don't think about that.
Okay. Meanwhile, back to the holiday party.
The holiday.
Well, Annie comes in and is, like, trying to have Annie, Shirley decorate, and she brings him a menorah.
Yeah, and she's like,
Oh, is this your Hanukkah holder? It's pretty. We'll just it's just Here. That's nice. So, I can't believe I never knew you were a Jew.
I'd say the whole word next
Yeah, I
time.
would.
After just what now?
Jeff wants to fight that bully.
On Christmas. Will you excuse
By the way,
me
it's not
for a
Christmas,
moment?
it's the end of the semester.
What did
Yeah.
you say?
We know you were one of us.
It's true. Jews always win.
Sup?
I can say Jew.
Sup?
You can say Jew.
No.
I can.
And Shirley's like, ooh.
And then, but like Shirley really doesn't want to be inclusive. She's just like, I'm correct.
Right, because it's like, this is the reason for the season.
Even though technically the reason for the season is that there's a bunch of holidays happening at once.
Paganism is the reason for the season, really.
That's fair.
Hey. Shout out to the pagans.
Witchcraft.
Yay. Have you ever met a pagan?
No.
They're pretty cool.
I think I've taught me. No, I don't know. I've like wanted to like do like my thing is like I want to research paganism, but then I get tired.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's varying forms of paganism, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it's like what I like. It's like a thing of like when you're like at the end of the day, like I'm gonna plan on researching this thing, and at the end of the day, but then you're already really tired, so then you're like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah. So shout out to the local pagans.
Right. And then we should also, and then this happens with Shirley and Pierce of like saying like, don't just say Jew, say the whole.
Yeah. Right.
I can say Jew.
Right. You have that privilege.
Yes.
I do not.
I mean, I would say like you can say it in front of me and we're fine.
When it's used in a comedic context. Otherwise, I refrain.
Yeah. And then, but Annie, I guess like at this point found out about the fight and accidentally tells Shirley. Mm-hmm. So then, I love this. Shirley has Annie like help decorate and gives her baby Jesus, and she's like, "We know you're one of us first."
It's true.
So meanwhile, they're like practicing for the fight.
It's a question. Sup? Sup? Not a real question, a rhetorical one. You have the answer. He does not. Okay, then you give him the Forrest Whitaker eye.
Well, that's pretty good.
Okay, hold that stare. There you go.
And then you moved to Vermont.
I am sick and tired of you saying that fighting is
2009.
She's got a point. You know, in boxing, you fight for the purse and the belt.
I gotta write a paper about that.
All right, I've seen enough. Let's see what we're working with. Go ahead, throw a few.
Reminded them
real
one
balls.
time in school when we had to film wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
What are you,
Oh,
a North
yeah.
Korean seamstress?
Yeah.
That's very
bad.
homoerotic.
Get mad! Come on! If it helps, think of me as somebody who annoys you. Ready to put your blouse back on? Oh! Ow! Boy, this is not a game. You gotta be ready
That was
for
good.
anything.
That's pretty good.
That is not cool.
Well, that foxy black girl thinks it is.
What are you doing? Why she have to be black? What is going on? I'm trying to get Jeff ready for the fight.
He meant we were fighting. It is hard to think of another word.
You realize there's no other way for me to take this than as a giant middle finger to the most important day of the year.
December 10th?
It's our Christmas, and I'm having a party. So, why do you hate me and Jesus?
I don't think my brownie's working.
Please don't do something so ugly on a day so important to me.
Again, it's December 10th. No, to me, religion is like Paul Rudd. I see the appeal, and I would never take it away from anyone, but I would also never stand in line for it. And look, Shirley, well, you don't get to. You're not my mom.
You're right. But if you show up for the fight, don't show up for my party.
Oh, come on, Shirley, don't be mad.
Not mad, I'm disappointed.
Mom for mad.
And they're just like doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that also we should mention like Britta's making a bunch of jokes about like if men are fighting, it's just to get out there.
Repressed homosexuality.
Thank you.
Yay. So yes, she makes a lot of jokes because she does think it's very funny that like, haha, fighting is gay. Which like not totally wrong in my honest opinion, but like
I mean, we did film wrestling though.
But we are wrestling is a very manly and noble sport, but God, it looks very homoerotic.
Well, that's like and that's like professional wrestling in like schools and stuff, not
Yeah.
like WWE.
Like Greco-Roman. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
like,
definitely straight.
yeah. Yes. It's what you make it.
Anyway.
Gay. So but yes, we're still in the era of humor here where like gay is a punchline.
Right.
So like we're working through that. It is very funny when she brings it up though, but at the same time in the back of my mind I'm like, oh, we're using gay as a punchline.
2009. Or maybe to that early 2010. Either
and
way.
somehow this is probably even on the slightly more progressive side of things.
Listen, I'm sure by 2020 we'll be fine.
Yeah.
10 more years.
Yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. Anyway. Community.
But then Shirley comes in and is like, finds out about the fight and is like very upset at Jeff and basically saying like, okay, well if you go to the fight, you're not invited to the party.
Yeah.
And she says that she's not mad, she's disappointed.
Which is basically the mom word for mad.
And she's kind of like, why do you hate me, baby Jesus?
Why do you hate me, baby Jesus?
This is my holiday if you're not going to ruin it.
And Jeff seems actually kind of broken up about it. Not broken up, but in the sense where he's like, wait, like that's like, he thinks that's kind of extreme of being like, you know, he's just going to get the fight, but then he wants, you know, he's going to go to the party. But like, nope, she's shutting him out.
I think he's a bit upset, but then he's also like, but like, you're not the adult in my life who can tell me what to do. I'm an adult.
Yes, exactly.
But then we have the party.
Oh, hash browns and applesauce. That's nice. Oh, what is that interesting smell?
It's a traditional Muslim dish.
Looks delicious.
How did he cook that in a day?
A woman out won't be allowed to eat that. That's too bad. Oh, look. Britta brought what she believes in. Nothing.
Burn?
Where should I put my Buddha incense holder?
I'm pretty sure that's a bong. It's Jeff.
He's dead to me. And if any of you leave, you'll be dead to me too. Let's sing.
You're banning Jeff from the party? That doesn't seem very Christian.
Well, that's an interesting point of view coming from an atheist.
Shirley, you are a guilt machine.
And Annie knows a thing or two about guilt. Am I right, Jew?
Say the whole word.
Jewy. You would never catch a Jehovah's Witness saying Jewy.
Tell it to the birthday cake you never got.
Burn!
Oh my God.
You are not a Buddhist. You are in a cult. Guys, everyone's faith is weird. Let's just not talk about it.
No, A's right.
Guys, are we really gonna let religion divide us like this? I think there's one thing we can all agree on.
I get 72 virgins in heaven.
No. That we would all like to have Jeff at this party. If you really want us to be your second family, then you've got to start treating us like one. Even if that means supporting us when we do things that you don't agree with. You can start by rooting for Jeff while he rolls around on the ground groping another man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
And Jeff's not there because he's getting ready for the fight. Mm-hmm. And then also Shirley's kind of guilting everybody.
Because everyone kind of wants to check out the fight.
They want to check out the fight, and then also, like, she's trying to make it, like, her, like, new family. Because as you mentioned, like, she's divorced and, like, everybody split up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, she wants her own family. So, like, in doing that, she needs everything to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all kind of like, do we agree to that?
Right.
And then, you know, fighting about religion.
Yay. Fun.
And then Britta has the point of saying, like, if you kick Jeff out, that's not very Christian. Mm-hmm. Which, correct.
Yeah.
And then they have, like, a whole thing about, like, if we're a family, you would just, like, you would go along with something even if you don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're all going to go to the fight.
Yay.
Fight time!
Fight.
This dude doesn't show up, we're definitely going to Applebee's, right? Because I'm getting in a fight no matter what they do. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You going to fight at Applebee's?
Hey, why not? It's Applebee's.
I just eat fried food.
Are you perpetually on your way to the gym?
Dude, my life is a gym. Well, what's up? Whoa.
These are very expensive. What's he done?
All right. Did you wear a bracelet?
Aww. What would baby Jesus do?
But I do believe in friendship. And as much as I hate you and the cast of Breakin', I have to ask myself, what would Shirley do?
Oh.
What would Shirley do? What would Shirley do?
That she would shake your hand and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
So we have the fight.
We do.
And before Jeff can, like, throw a punch, he sees his bracelet of what would baby Jesus do.
Right, well, Jeff's very funny because he, like, kind of starts off, like, you know... He takes the advice, which is very funny.
Oh, yeah.
He does follow Troy's advice.
Like the Forrest Whitaker eye.
But then he, like, also, like, takes these, like, oh, these are expensive, and, like, takes a bunch of his, like, stuff off. Takes his phone out of his pocket.
Which, like, fair.
Yeah, that's fair. It's good planning.
So then it's, like, so then Jeff's like, you know what? It's the holidays. I'm not going to fight you. Mm-hmm. And the cast of Breakin'.
Yeah.
But then the my guy just kind of punches Jeff anyway.
And fight, yeah.
And they fight. And then Shirley's also there in support saying, like, kick his ass. And then, like most Christmases, fight.
Jeffrey? Kick his ass.
Yeah!
Shut up, boys!
I'm being punked, right?
Pick up! Come here!
Inside of us.
Dean.
Fight! Yay! It's a fun little holiday romp.
The men take their shirt. Actually, everyone takes their shirt off.
Yeah, there's a lot of shirts getting taken off.
There's like flips.
There's it gets. That's why it's funny because it's so over the top because they just start like flipping, doing tricks.
And then
stuff.
we just like beat everybody up.
Yay!
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy Merry Happy.
Right. And then we go back to the party. Shirley thinks a nice song. Everybody's a little beaten up.
Yeah.
Round yon purchase of decorative things, tolerant rewrite of carols to sing, function with relative ease.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. All of you are moving on. Yeah. Except for Jeff.
Oh.
Turns out you, pause for dramatic effect, will be seeing me next semester. In Spanish 102! Because he passed. I'm the only Spanish teacher.
I meant about Jeff passing. You being our Spanish teacher.
Yeah.
Well said, Annie.
And
Jeffrey, you're a man now. How's it feel?
I got hit in the face like 4 times before you punched me.
Some people just don't know how to say thank you.
Pierce, thank you.
Holiday.
Actually, I was going to say Merry Semester and Happy New One.
Hooray!
They did it.
We learned how to be more inclusive?
I guess.
Did we?
Good job, everybody.
Yay.
Woo. Happy holiday.
And everybody passed their Spanish final.
Yay.
We did it, everybody.
Everyone's headed to Spanish 102.
Hooray.
Woohoo.
And then the end credits is we're dressing up Troy as a Christmas tree.
Yes.
And singing Oh Christmas Troy.
Oh, Christmas Troy, thy candle shines so brightly. Oh, Christmas Troy, oh, Christmas Troy.
Why do you guys do stuff like this?
Because it's fun.
The sight of thee.
I love what Jeff joins in.
Spreads hope and gladness far and wide. Oh, Christmas Troy, oh, Christmas Troy, thy tree most fair and lovely.
Don't move. This nose smells like special drink.
And I do kind of like love this, and it does happen occasions where like Jeff's kind of like, "What are you guys doing?" But then just joins in.
Right, like he's like, "Why do you guys do this?" And they're like, "Because it's fun." And they're like, "Oh," he's like, "Okay," and then he decides to join on in, and it's good. It's good. It was good holiday feels all around.
It was. So what did we learn today?
What did we learn today? If someone insults the honor of your friend, you're allowed to fight them.
I thought the Oscars taught us that.
Oh, hey, shots fired. Everyone has different religions. It's not just the one that you were raised in.
Right.
Be respectful and learn how to throw a good punch.
Right.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah. All right, ready?
Oh. And we're not
All
going to become men today?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what do you think of this episode?
I like this one.
It's fun.
It is funny. I saw the okay, so I've seen the GIF before where it's like, but it's Christmas. It's December 10th. And it's really funny, but it's even more funny in the context of the episode because the whole episode, Shirley's like, it's Christmas. And Jeff is like, it's December 10th. And so like she turns it back around on someone else. And that was very funny. So
and listen,
I always like those little meme moments where I'm like, okay, I've seen this before and now I get to contextualize
Am I
it.
a little bit upset with you that you didn't realize that was Dante Bosco?
I thought it was Dante Bosco. I thought that was Dante Bosco.
It was.
Okay.
He didn't say anything.
No, I was like thinking. I was trying to remember because I know I've seen the GIF before. I was like, is that Dante Bosco? It is.
It is. He just is in there.
He's just in there.
Also, the bully is Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh, okay. What's he in?
He was the nerdy kid in the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
I forgot like when, but in the 90s he like bulked up a bit.
Okay.
I think like in Edward Scissorhands he was like the bully boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
To the meek Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
But like no, at some point he like went from nerdy to like I think there's a joke in there about like, so he's like that nerdy kid who bulks up because that was who he was.
Okay.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get in a fight over religion.
Yay.
We're actually chill with that, so.
Good.
Like, no, with each other, we're chill with that. Because, like, we both don't really.
I don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. I mean, I forget, what are you raised? Catholic?
No, my dad was Catholic, but I wasn't raised Catholic. I was baptized Methodist, and I was raised pretty vaguely. I did go to a Christian school for a year. My church experience is limited, but I am very vaguely not really anything. So, I have a Christian upbringing, but that's about it. There did used to be Bible verses hanging around my house. So, in typical suburban white mom fashion.
See, I was just raised Jewish, but my dad was Catholic, so I just got Christmas and Easter.
Yeah.
Hooray!
So, yeah. You just kept the holidays part.
Right.
Nice. Good stuff.
I think I think I had to go to church like a little bit, but not a lot at all. And then at some point we just forgot. We're just like, screw it.
Nice.
And I've been to some like first Holy Communions because everybody around me was Catholic or Christian.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Woo.
I want some trivia.
Let's do some trivia.
So Abin mentions after Jeff defends them, the bodyguard, Meatballs, and Full Metal Jacket. Mm-hmm. We also mentioned that the gang's the cast of Breakin'.
Yeah.
Not Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo.
What a great title.
So the songs that Shirley sings are Joy to the World, Silent Night, and Jesus is a Friend of Mine. Mm-hmm. Kiss with a Fist by Florence and the Machines.
It's a great song.
It's during the study, as the playing during the fight. Sharon Abbott singing Jeff Single Christmas. Dean Pellin says Merry Happy, which could be a reference to Kate Nash's song of the same name, which appears later which appears in a different episode.
Okay.
We insult Billy Joel.
Yeah.
And does a role of cast of nerds who turn into bullies, Mike Tyson, Lou Ferrigno, Rosie O'Donnell. We mentioned Chuck Norris. And Forrest Whitaker. Abin mentions the TV show Entourage. Mm-hmm. And Jeff mentioned Verse calls the bully game the A-Team.
Yeah.
And Britta mentions the show Punk'd. You ever watch Punk'd?
Not really.
No.
Not a lie. No, I've seen like one episode. I don't like it.
I think I've seen like clips.
I don't like pranks. So,
no,
I'm not a big fan of pranks.
I guess I don't mind it with like celebrities because kind of like
because celebrities aren't people.
That's fair. Shirley's bracelets are allusion to the popular 1990s phrase, "What would Jesus do?" Mm-hmm. That was used to promote Christian values, and then became capitalism.
Yay, capitalism!
A Christmas story sequence in the end tag is the episode probably inspired by the 1988 holiday comedy Scrooged, which starred Bill Murray and featured a scene where the family was decorating one of the kids as a Christmas tree.
Oh.
I've seen Scrooge, but I don't remember Scrooge.
Oh, I remember Scrooge. Yeah,
I know I've only seen it once, but I think I liked it.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. Joel McHale discussed an incident that happened during the filming of Comparative Religion, a 2014 interview he had with Aisha Taylor on a podcast, Girl on Guy. In the scene where his character Jeff was being trained by Pierce, Chevy Chase egged Joel not to pretend to throw a punch and actually hit the training mat that he was wearing, although Joe refused at first. Eventually, he claimed to have done it eventually, and then Chevy Chase got injured.
Oh, no.
And then they mentioned that one of the memes is when Chang is just like sitting on the sombrero, it just says, "I'll allow it."
Oh, yeah.
Which is another meme.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one too. I missed that.
Yeah, so I think I really like this episode, but it also reminds me of like how I felt about the season 1 Halloween episode.
Okay.
Which is like, I really, really like this episode, but like as we go on, they get better.
You like the other holiday specials
better? I like them a lot. I like them a lot better than I like this one, but like I do like this one.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like with season 1, it's kind of like, let's see how far we can go with some stuff. And then by season 2, they're like, we did it.
Right.
So, yes. But I do kind of like bring up uncomfortable stuff with religion sometimes. It's fun.
It's fun. Yay.
Especially when you truly offend people sometimes. Which I might have done once or twice in high school.
Nice. How did you offend people in high school?
Because Jews technically don't believe in hell.
Okay.
So I bring that up to Christians sometimes.
Nice. And that offends them?
Well, because I say, like, I'm not going to hell. It doesn't exist.
And that offends. That's very
I'm saying
funny.
that they're wrong.
Okay. How dare you? Also, like, that's like the best sell of a religion ever. Like, it's just like, come over here. Like, we don't have hell. I'd be like, what? Nice.
We don't have hell. And then also, instead of having to go to a confession every week when you sin, because like, what is it, like, you sin all week and then you have to go to a confession thing and talk to somebody. Instead, just sin for the year and then don't eat for a day. Yom Kippur.
That's great. That's great.
And then you just and then after you don't eat for the day, you get a couple bagels.
That's pretty good. That is that's pretty nice.
Do you want me to W it on or urge you?
No, that's okay. I haven't earned it.
I'm not even that religious. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
I just said stuff. But yeah, so I think that's it for the Christmas episode. We did it.
Yay.
We went through, I wouldn't say we went through the holidays, but like actually Communities does a lot of holiday episodes.
I do that.
Of like other holidays as well.
Yeah.
So like it's fun. But I think that's it. Do we have a comment corner?
I think we have a comment.
We got a lot of comments. We got
a good amount of comments.
This is going well. Thank you guys.
You guys are cool. And I like you. But not like you. Like, it's not, let's not go that far.
Consensual liking?
It's, a reasonable amount of liking. What do I want to read the comments of? Here's the thing. What is the last comment I read? Okay, cool. We're gonna read the ones from episode 4. Oh, shush you. Bam, 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 bam. Why do I have a lot of comments on here?
Well, speaking of that, I found the thing about religion because I think I mentioned like, all the religions are the same.
Yes, that's true.
Annie, Troy, and Shirley are practicing correspondence to the religions that they represent, or like that they were. The only difference is, I believe that Danny Pudi was actually raised Catholic and not Muslim.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because I think he's Polish and Indian.
No, I think he's Polish Pakistani.
No, it might be Pakistani. But the character is not Pakistani. I corrected you on that on an edit.
Yeah.
I think he's Indian.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you. Did you know that he is actually fluent in Polish?
I didn't.
Yeah, I put that on the last episode that I did, like at the end, because I had to look it up. Because he speaks Polish in the show, and it's like, oh, he actually speaks Polish, which is very interesting.
I don't really got like. I guess but in the show he's Abed is Polish and
Palestinian.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Anyway, comments.
The more you know. Okay, it's time for a comment corner. Gonna read somebody posted spam on this video. I'm reading the comments for episode 4 right now.
There's a couple people posted spam, which
yeah, somebody said, I love your channel. Don't miss out. A promo is better than whatever that means.
Oh, okay. That's spam? I thought there was like a link to
There's another one that's a link where it just says like it's random letters and then it's like, here's a link to click. And I'm like, let's not click the link. Don't just leave random links unless it's just something cool.
I thought you couldn't leave links though.
No, somebody just
like I forget who was like leaving links to when I said I wanted to buy you like for Gravity Falls.
That was Shorn Force. Shout out to everybody Shorn Force. Haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, but like they sent us links and comments sent to buy the Gravity Falls hat.
Yeah.
So that was a good link, although they didn't post, but like I just found that.
So we were talking about, I think I was talking about my embarrassing DeviantArt page, and so Boba Rappa says, so if I combine your name with XXX and reference to Evanescence or MCR, will I find the DeviantArt account, or am I just creating a cursed backstory for you? No, that is not my old Deviant account. I never actually had a screen name that had like triple X's or references to emo bands.
Question is like, but there's like a site called DeviantArt.
DeviantArt.
Is it actual DeviantArt? Or is it just like? Cause I thought like teenagers went on there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like porn. It was just like it was like any kind of art. Like there was like really cool art there, but it was like anything from like legit like hardcore art to just like dumb little drawings of like it had a very large fandom. It was the in between spot between LiveJournal and Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Yeah. So like before Tumblr, like everyone migrated from DeviantArt to Tumblr. If that gives you an idea of kind of the culture around there. But no, that is not. That is a really good guess. That is absolutely nowhere close to what my DeviantArt is. Let's see. Zom comments a couple times. It says MySpace still exists, but it's not really used. That's true. It does exist. Does anybody actually use MySpace? I want to know if somebody who uses MySpace.
I never deleted my MySpace, but I also like made it super privatized. But I haven't actually touched it since in like 10. At least it's been over 10 years.
Yeah. I think we're talking about different kinds of murders, and Zom says y'all missed the Amazon review killer.
Is that the guy who kept a like woman in like a not a tank, but like a
that sounds horrifying.
Mover tank thing, and wanted to Stockholm syndrome her into like being his girlfriend, and I think also like murdered her boyfriend, and then got caught because he was buying all of his stuff on Amazon and leaving reviews. I think that's that guy.
That sounds like the closest thing to what that would be, but I know nothing about that, and that whole series and string of words was terrifying to listen to. So
even though the fact that he was dumb enough to get caught because he bought his murder kidnap stuff on Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's convenient.
I think the answer is that if you're going to buy a bunch of kidnap murder stuff, buy other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Advice from Witty Close.
Advice from Witty Close. How to get away with murder. That's what our subtitle of this show is. Copyright pending.
Well, there's already a show on how to get away.
All right. I really like this. Who is this? This is viralfootprint.exe, who wrote their whole name backwards, and I just figured that out because I was like, what is this series of letters? It's viralfootprint. EXE just backwards. So thank you. I feel really special when I figure things out. I'm like, wow, the puzzle, it's solved. We're still on episode 4 here. It says, and I was for real just wrapping up a community reaction from another channel when I got the notification for this. I may have a problem. So apparently that's a thing. I think that's why we're getting a lot of views, because there's a lot of people who just like what they do is just watch community reactions on YouTube. So
right. You don't
have joined the foray, if you will.
You don't have a problem.
No, if it gets us views, it's not a problem.
Oh, I was saying like the massive amounts of time you're watching Community, that's not a problem. That's just like a good thing.
That's just life. And somebody else responded. I have a couple of responses here. Apparently there's just people who just like float around to watch these community reactions, and I guess not a lot of them are commenting. So we see you. Hello. Thanks for watching. You don't always have to comment, but like comments are fun, and we like them because we read them on the show. So we also have Letheus who comments, no, I have a problem. This is not a Spartacus thing. I really do also have this problem. That's okay. This is a safe, supportive space for you. And then Half Man, Half Centaur says, "Hey, I saw you there too." Okay, question for Half Man, Half Centaur: which half is which half? Like Half Man, Half Centaur.
Most of centaurs that I've seen are like human.
Half Man, Half Centaur just means a full human. But like, could it be the reverse? Like, is it? Are you half centaur on the other side too?
Do you have that question often?
No.
Okay.
I'm just curious. And those are the comments I have.
Can you find that on DeviantArt?
You probably could find it on DeviantArt. Thank you. Full circle moment. Appreciate it. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. And those are the comments we'll read from that one.
Okay.
For today. We'll space things out today.
All right. So we got through the holidays.
Woo!
On Community.
The holidays.
All right. So thank you so much for watching and listening and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
If you're watching on YouTube, hello, and leave a comment, because as you've seen, we do read them.
Yeah.
Also subscribe. I think we're like 720.
Yeah, we like have been jumping up since we started Community. So yeah, we're about like 722 subscribers. So like that's cool. We'd love to get to 1,000. I think that'd be really neat.
Leave a like or dislike, because either way it's engagement. I figured it out.
All publicity is good publicity, folks.
Did the Oscars see just nothing?
The Oscars see, oh my god. Man, life. Wow. We were recording this like
a week after the Oscars.
Like less than a week after the Oscars. So like that's why the topic is big. I hope it dies down after this, because I can't take any more people talking about it.
If I learn anything about the internet,
yes,
it'll die down.
It'll pass
eventually.
Yeah.
So that's YouTube. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/wittyclose. Follow us there. Leave a comment. Oops.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter @wittyclose. Follow us there. Retweet our stuff. Like our tweets. We're on Instagram. Follow us there. Leave a comment. I haven't seen any recent comments from Instagram.
We got a tweet recently, but I will read that on the next. I'll read that on the next.
I did not even know that. Anyway,
it was a reply, I think.
Oh. Like us there on Instagram, and when I figure out how to turn if I figure out a way to turn the videos into the story thing, I will figure that out, and then I'll figure out TikTok.
Yeah, we're working on it.
If you're listening to us with your ears,
Yeah,
we're on
hey, what's
Spotify.
up?
Follow us there. You leave a review because I think you can do that.
Yeah.
We're on iTunes as well. Like, rate, review, that kind of thing. We're on Patreon if you want to help contribute to us. We do live $5. We have live streams, although we didn't do one for March because March was a bit of a crazy month.
Yes, the madness was real in March. I'm not just talking about basketball.
Right, so either we're going to do an extra long live stream for April or just do 2 of them.
Yeah.
We also have our spin-off show, which I will remember to post. I am so sorry.
That's cool.
First reaction or fan reaction. We finished WandaVision. All the episodes are done.
Yeah, we just have to post them.
We just have to post them. The first episode is actually free on YouTube, so if you want to watch the first episode.
Yeah, if you like it.
If you like it, and then come over to the Patreon, I'll set myself a reminder to post the next episodes, but like literally everything's done with that. And then we're figuring out the stuff the rest of the levels, just kind of goofy stuff, ASMR.
We keep talking about the ASMR. We're gonna have to do it at this point. It's very funny.
We'll show. We could do a feet thing.
We're not doing any feet things.
Well,
That's
but,
where I draw the line. Nope, don't keep them down, Dara.
I lift it up and then you put a sensor bar.
Don't even give that to them. Don't even give them the illusion.
I just don't get it. Like, what's the big deal? Like, my feet are fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah. Don't think about it.
Patreon. We also have an email, wittyclothes@gmail.com, which we check on the regular.
Yes, definitely. Totally. We do that.
But send us an email, like, if you, or like your stories and stuff. I think send us a story one time. Other people have sent us, like fanfic stories.
Yeah, which is, like, super cool. We really enjoy that. Send us your old DeviantArts.
A PG-13?
Yeah.
I mean, you can send us our stuff if you want, but, like, anyway, but I think that's it.
Cool.
So join us next time when we're still going to be on Community. We're going to do season 1, episode 13, investigative journalism.
Yes.
And episode 14, interpretive dance.
Cool. Sounds
All right.
fun.
So for this episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction, I'm Dara Whitman.
I'm Cailin Leather.
Peace. We did it.
That's so fun.
Merry Christmas.
Very happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Very happy.
Very happy,
We
everybody.
did it. Good job, everybody. We did it.
Yay.
All right. Dollaritas.
What's up, dude?
What?
No backup today?
Dollaritas. Okay.
Bye.
The cranberry sauce has real cranberries.